Good question.
Okay, yeah, I'm listening. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
quick
All
question.
right. Yeah.
I'm with Florida Polytechnic University.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Your audio is cutting out. Okay. Hello, students. This is Mr. McLeod, and I want to thank everyone for joining today. We are joined by 6 fantastic universities, and it's our hope that you guys are going to be able to learn a lot about what makes each of them different. And so we are joined by Embry-Riddle University, Florida Poly, Purdue, Rochester Institute of Technology, Wentworth Institute of Technology, and University of Illinois at Urbana, Champaign. And each of these schools is going to be providing you guys with about a 6-minute summary of what makes their schools unique. And just a couple of things I want to ask of you students. So if you want to ask a question, you simply use the Q&A button on your screen. It's like a chat, but it's not the typical chat you guys are used to. So again, to ask questions at any time, use the Q&A tab. For your cameras, we ask that you turn your cameras off and that your microphones are off as well. I think that's probably an automatic function. And don't forget that these recordings, these sessions rather, will be recorded. And so if you need access to them to view later on, you're certainly welcome to do that. And again, don't forget, if you haven't, you can sign up for more sessions. There's the 3 o'clock session and the 4 o'clock session. So with that said, we're going to go ahead and begin with Embry-Riddle.
Hi, thank you so much, Eric, and thank you students at American Heritage for joining us today. So let me do a screen share so you're able to see my presentation. And I want to talk to you a little bit about Embry-Riddle and what makes us so unique. So Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University is actually the largest university in the world that's exclusively dedicated to aviation and aerospace studies. We have 3 campuses, 2 of which are residential, which means that we have dorms and students are required to live on campus for the first 2 years. Our main campus, our flagship, is in Daytona Beach, Florida. So it's about 3.5 hours north from Plantation. And our campus is about 4 miles from the beach. We're an hour east of Orlando, but most importantly to a lot of my engineering students, we're about an hour north of Kennedy Space Center. So a lot of opportunities for internships, co-ops, and eventual job opportunities there. Our other residential campus is in the middle. It is our Prescott, Arizona campus. That's about 2 hours north of Phoenix and 3 hours south of the Grand Canyon. It's a smaller campus by comparison. We're about 3,100 undergraduate students there, whereas in Florida, we're about 6,700 total undergraduates. And then we have a worldwide campus, which actually offers online teaching and online learning. Some of the things that make us very unique is our class sizes. We pride ourselves on keeping our class sizes very small. It definitely helps you to be able to connect better with not only your professor, but also with your fellow students. Because we're so specialized, the people that you're going to be in these classes with are people you're going to run into throughout your entire careers. So we really want you to forge these friendships and these networks now. A great way to do that and get involved on campus is to get involved in a club or organization. And between the 2 residential campuses, we have well over 350 different clubs, including a very popular skydiving club. We have an ice hockey club, an intramural sport ice hockey. We have student-run radio station. We have an astronomy club that helps run our telescope. So a lot of different things that you can get involved with. Our placement rate is at 94%, and what that means is that 94% of our students are able to get jobs in their field or pursue a graduate degree at 1 year of graduation. We owe a lot of that to not only the hands-on and experiential learning that we offer, but also our career services office helps you find those internships that I mentioned earlier, and that's invaluable to get you real-world experience. Our career services office actually hosts an industry fair twice a year where we invite about 250 different companies from the aerospace and aviation industries to come out and recruit our students. And this screen just shows you a quick snapshot of all the different companies that our students end up going to for both internships as well as for jobs. As a sophomore, you can actually start doing internships and you earn credit for up to 2 upper-level elective classes. We do offer athletics. At Daytona Beach, we're NCAA Division II. And at our Prescott, Arizona campus, we're NAIA Division II, and we do offer athletic scholarships. So if you have any interest in doing any sports with us, At the end of the presentation, I have my contact information. Feel free to email me and let me know what sport you play, position, times, any kind of relevant information, and I can get you in touch with our athletic coordinators. We offer students a lot of opportunities to engage outside of campus as well. And one of those things that we do is study abroad, where we have programs pretty much throughout the world. We have students that do either through the summer, a couple of weeks study abroad. You can do a semester long, or sometimes it can even be a year-long study abroad. Some of our students have done study abroads in Austria and Germany, Brazil, Spain. There's a lot of different opportunities. ROTC is available at both campuses. We offer Army, Navy, Air Force, and Marines at the Daytona Beach campus, and the Army and Air Force at our Prescott, Arizona campus. And then like a traditional college, we do also have fraternities and sororities, which do a lot of good community service work, and it's a great way to earn some leadership skills as well. The top programs that we're known for: Aeronautical Science is our professional pilot program. We also are top ranked in aerospace engineering as well as mechanical engineering. Within aerospace, we actually offer specializations in aeronautics, astronautics, and propulsion. And mechanical, we actually offer robotics, clean energy systems, high performance vehicles, and biomedical engineering. Astronomy and astrophysics, which is offered at our Daytona Beach campus. Global security and intelligence, as well as the forensic fields, are actually offered at our Prescott, Arizona campus. And aerospace physiology is our first foray into biology and pre-medicine, but with a space focus. It's meant to help train medical professionals that are going to help humans in spaceflight, and it's the first program of its kind in the nation. We have a very simple application process. You just go directly on our website to apply. We've already started accepting students for fall of 2021. We don't accept the Common App. There is a $50 application fee, and you're welcome to use the code that's on the screen to waive the fee as a courtesy. And then we only need your official high school transcripts in order to be able to review your application. We are a test optional school. We've been so for the past 5 years, so we don't necessarily require the SAT or ACT for admission, but you can always submit those for additional scholarship funding. And then we like to see at least 2 letters of recommendations, as well as an essay or resume. Even though they're optional, I enjoy reading those from my students. And it really can be about anything that you want us to know. So about funding the education, we do encourage students to fill out the FAFSA, which is available October of every year. And we do offer merit-based scholarships. Those are based on your grades and your GPA. It's an automatic process. It's not an additional application to submit. We do have some additional internal scholarships. For example, if you visit our campus, you get $250 towards the fall semester. We do accept the ROTC scholarships, and then our merit-based aid helps cover any shortfalls that you might have. And special interests, we actually do offer scholarships from the university for any involvement that you have in either FIRST or VEX robotics. I know American Heritage is a fantastic FIRST robotics program, so I encourage you to apply. And with that, we do have some additional Florida aid and Florida scholarships, some special programs that we offer some higher scholarships for. You can always contact me if you want more information about these programs. I know my time's cutting short, so thank you so much, and on to the next school.
All right, so thank you very much, Embry-Riddle. And next we have Florida Poly.
Florida Poly is having some tech issues.
Yeah, okay. And it looks like that we're having some tech issues, students with Florida Poly. So Purdue, we are going to jump to you. That's all right.
Okay, let me get organized here and okay, hi everyone. My name is Susie Sobernick and I am Senior Assistant Director of Admissions from Purdue University. I am based in West Lafayette, so I am coming to you from my West Lafayette office. Purdue is a large public research university. You can see we're well over 44,000 total students, and we are located about an hour north of Indianapolis, and we are about 2 hours south of downtown Chicago. So West Lafayette is a great college town, so we're in a great Midwest location. Our Florida numbers, we actually jumped up a little bit. I haven't had the chance to update this yet, but we are now at 356 undergraduates from the state of Florida. So we definitely get a good amount of Floridians who come up to the Midwest to join us at Purdue. The application process, so we use the common application. You are able to self-report your courses and grades through the application, or you can have your high school transcript sent. We also ask that you make sure that you include your senior year courses in the application. We are test flexible for fall of 2021. So being test flexible, if you were able to take an SAT or ACT, we do encourage you to either self-report those scores through the application, or you can have your scores sent to us. However, if you are not able to sit for a test, then you can still apply and you will still be fully considered for admission. When you apply to Purdue, you will apply to a college and then to a major within that college. So we do direct admit to our programs. We require one essay from the Common App, and then we have 2 additional Purdue essay questions. So we're divided into 11 different schools and colleges with over 200 majors offered. For those of you interested in engineering, you will apply directly to the College of Engineering, but then your choice of major is going to be first year engineering. So all engineering students go through a common first year curriculum, and then your sophomore year is when you go into your engineering major. If you're interested in computer science, so looking more at the coding, programming side of things, computer science is in our College of Science. So for that major, you will apply to the College of Science and then directly to the computer science majors. So it is not part of our College of Engineering. And if you visit the website at the top, you can do research on the majors and learn a little bit more about them. So we do a holistic review, so we really are looking at all aspects of your application for review. First and foremost are academics, so we're looking at your courses, your grades, the rigor of your curriculum, but we certainly are taking all aspects into consideration. Just a note on letters of recommendation, we do not require letters of recommendation, so your application is complete without them. However, you are welcome to have letters sent, and 1 to 2 are what we recommend. November 1st is our early action deadline, so we do encourage you to have your application complete by that date. It's also the deadline for merit scholarship consideration, as well as the Honors College, and the priority deadline for computer science, professional flight, and nursing. I would also add engineering in there as well, as those are the four most competitive majors. We'll release decisions on January 15th. January 15th is also our regular decision deadline. So students will be notified from regular decision applications by the end of March. So that is the latest you would hear from us. And then once you are admitted to Purdue, you will have until May 1st to accept your offer of admission. Our financial aid website has a great financial aid estimator, so you can use that to see the type of aid you may qualify for. Having your app complete by November 1st, again, will put you in automatic consideration for merit scholarships. Several of our colleges will also offer a supplemental scholarship application, so if you apply to one of those colleges, you'll receive notification that you can submit that additional scholarship application. Our priority deadline for the FAFSA form is March 1st, and then financial aid notifications will come out around early March. Our Center for Career Opportunities is our main career placement center on campus. Last year we had 39 career fairs on campus, and we had 1,700 different companies who came to Purdue to recruit. So students have multiple opportunities to meet with recruiters looking for internships as well as full-time job placement. We also offer a co-op program, both 3-semester and 5-semester programs, which is done through our Office of Professional Practice. And then being at a big school, there are lots of things you can get involved in outside of class. So clubs, organizations, we do have the Honors College, music. We are Research One University, so about half of our undergraduate students get involved in research. We're in the Big Ten, so sports are a really big part of Purdue as well. And then we also have this fantastic maker space on campus, our Bechtel Innovation Design Center. This is open for any student, so anyone who has something that they want to create or work on, you can go to Bechtel. They will teach you how to use the equipment, and then once you know what you're doing, you are off to utilize this fantastic space.
Okay. Okay, I think our time is up. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry to cut you off. We next we have Rochester Institute of Technology, and by the way, we are still trying to get Florida Poly back into the Zoom. She's having some difficulties. So Rochester, take it away. Thank you.
Okay, hi American Heritage. My name is Molly Lane. I'm an assistant director at Rochester Institute of Technology. So I'm joining you from sunny upstate New York. It's about 60 something degrees, fall, leaves are changing. It's really beautiful here right now. So a little bit about our students that attend RIT. We are considered one of the largest private universities in the country. So we have over 16,000 students that are on our main campus. But one thing we really like families and students to know is that usually schools the size of RIT have really big classes with hundreds of students, but our class size is very small. So our average class size is about 22 students, which is really nice. So you get to know all your professors, the other students in your programs. We also have a pretty diverse population of students, so students from all 50 states, 90 different countries, so lots of international students at RIT. We also have a pretty large deaf and hard of hearing population at RIT because we are home to one of two deaf and hard of hearing colleges in the country. So the one at RIT is NTID, National Technical Institute for the Deaf. So most students leave RIT knowing some or quite a bit of American Sign Language. Because we're an Institute of Technology, we are very well known for our STEM programs, particularly in the areas of engineering and computing. But we do want to make sure you know that we have a world-renowned College of Art and Design, a very highly ranked College of Business. We offer liberal arts programs. We have a College of Health Science, so we have a physician's assistant program, ultrasound. So lots of different areas that we offer programs in, and we have the latest technology in all of them. What's nice about that is we offer minors in all of these areas too. So if you come to RIT for computing or engineering even, you can do minors in all these areas based on your interests, and we make sure you have room in your schedule for these classes outside of your program. We are home to a number of niche programs that you can't find at a lot of schools, so we do have people seek us out for things like medical illustration, bioinformatics, which we were the first school to offer in the country, that program which combines computer science and biology, American Sign Language, of course, mechatronics, which is a new field that a lot of students are looking at, as well as the other ones listed here. We do also have a number of what we call accelerated dual degree programs. So this allows students to earn a bachelor's and a master's degree in 5 years as opposed to 6, which is what it would take you at most other universities. So I would be remiss if I did not mention our cooperative education program. We're actually one of only 4 schools in the country that has a mandatory cooperative education program for most of our students. So what that means is almost all students have to go out and work full-time in their field while they're at RIT earning their undergraduate degree. So during that time, they are earning a full-time salary, they're not taking classes or paying tuition, and that money is theirs to keep. Most students earn between $700 and $1,000 a week while they're on co-op. We partner with over 3,400 companies worldwide at this point. So there are a lot of opportunities. You're assigned a co-op advisor. So we do have 100% co-op placement for students that are requiring that of their program. Obviously, the big takeaway from that is our job outcome rate. Overall, it's about 94% of students finding jobs in their field within 6 months of graduating, but there are many of our programs that have a 100% job placement rate. And at this part of our website, joboutlook.rit.edu, you can find more information related to co-op for specific programs on our website. These are some of the big name companies that we do partner with, but again, there's a pretty extensive list that you can find on our website. So research is really big at RIT as well. Because we're mostly made up of undergraduate students, students do start doing research right away as a freshman. They find out about the research going on in their program with their professors, and they're encouraged to approach them and get involved. Many students present on their research at conferences or can be co-authors of papers or manuscripts related to the research they're doing. We do have a lot of opportunities for study abroad. RIT actually has campuses in China, Croatia, Kosovo, and Dubai. So some students go to these other RIT campuses to do study abroad, which is really easy because everything transfers. But if those locations are not appealing to you, we do have study abroad in 55 countries. And you can also do a co-op in another country. So you could do work abroad in addition to study abroad. I'm going to skip a little bit here. So because we're such a big school, we do have a lot to offer students outside of our small classes. Over 300 active clubs, over 1,300 events happening annually, so a lot to get involved with. Varsity sports at RIT are D3 for the most part, but we are Division I for men's and women's ice hockey. Performing arts, also very big at RIT. We do offer a performing arts scholarship to students. And I'm skipping through the application process. You can find this information on our website, or please reach out to me. My name is Molly Lane. Again, my email's here, along with our general email address and our phone number. So please reach out if you have any questions, but check out our website if you are interested in RIT for application requirements and deadlines. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, RIT. All right, now we're going to move on to University of Illinois at Urbana, Champaign. And Florida Poly, I know you're there. We're going to get to you last, so welcome back. Okay, Urbana, University of Illinois.
Perfect. I just shared my screen. Hopefully you all can see that. So let's get started. Erin Richter. I am the Assistant Director for Undergraduate Admissions here at the University of Illinois, Urbana-Champaign. Got a lot of information here for you. We're going to go through quick, so hang on. To give you a little bit of information about the campus profile, we are nearly 34,000 undergraduate students, about 52,000 students total when you add in graduate programs and professional programs as well. We are also considered one of the most diverse schools within the Big Ten. We see about 19% of our student body coming from historically underrepresented backgrounds, 25% of our students being first generation, and of course all 50 states within the United States represented and over 100 countries worldwide. To real quick kind of give you a breakdown by residency, of course, since we are the flagship of Illinois, we do see a good number of our students coming from within the state of Illinois, but we are also seeing about 25% of our students who are non-resident, meaning outside of Illinois, and then around 15% of our student body who is international. Now looking at our academic communities, one thing that we kind of want to mention that is sometimes different from other universities you may be applying to is we do direct admission. So you will apply directly to your program of study, and then if admitted, you are in that program from day one. Obviously, Division of General Studies, that one will be an exception if you're undeclared looking to explore. The one other exception is our Geese College of Business. Amongst these 11 communities that you see here on the screen, engineering and business are the most competitive and probably the two that we are most known for. Within all of these 11 academic communities, we do have over 150 majors. What I do recommend is this website here. This is our Major Explorer. This is a great resource and tool to help you learn a little bit more about the program at Illinois, retention rates, graduation rates, placement rates, average mid-career salary, companies that hire students. So really good resource to explore the program. A little bit about Champaign, Urbana, a nice micro-urban community here. It's kind of the big city feel within a very small geographic area. So you have all the amenities that you do need. We were recently ranked by Midwest Living as a top culinary destination. So we have a lot of great local restaurants and cuisines from all over the world. So when we are at that point where we can be in person, you can come visit us at campus. Definitely take advantage of visiting some of the restaurants when you are here. Now, to put it on a map where we are located, Champaign, Urbana is right there, about 2.5 hours south of Chicago. Many of our students who are coming from Florida will fly to campus, either flying into O'Hare and taking the train or bus to campus. Otherwise, we do have our own Willard Airport, the University of Illinois Willard Airport, where you can pretty much get to anywhere within the United States. We have multiple flights a day between Dallas, O'Hare, and Charlotte. I know when I flew to Florida several years ago for my recruitment trip, visited your school, I just took Willard to O'Hare and then to Fort Lauderdale. It was super easy to get there within a day. So that's what a lot of our students will do. Our students are also going to be involved. We do have Big Ten sports outside of football and men's basketball. They are free for students to attend. Football and men's basketball students do get the lowest discount rate. We also have intramurals and clubs, maybe if there's something that you want to do on the side for fun. And then we have over 1,800 registered student organizations on campus, ranging from academic to social, political, cultural, recreational. Anything you can think of, it is probably there. Now, in terms of internships, research, study abroad, we do see a good portion of our students participating in internships. Many times it could be required to graduate from your program or just recommended. This really is a great way to kind of start building those connections. And we see many times our students who will have an internship and then get that full-time job offer from that company. We also see about 68% of our students participating in research. We are classified as a Research 1 university, so plenty of faculty are doing research. Great way to be involved. We also have Research Park, where there's 120 companies out there, from small startups to Fortune 100 to Fortune 500. So you could do what we call corporate research for business development. So that's also a great way to connect. And nearly 1/3 of our students who do participate in study abroad. Now, we do have a number of support services on campus that you may utilize throughout your time there, whether tutoring services, the McKinley Health Center, our Career Center, where they set up our career fairs or will help you put together your resume. We also have our Disability Resources and Educational Services Office. This was the first office of this kind established at a post-secondary institution in the United States. So it's over 5 decades of long-standing history here. And they work with students with seen and unseen disabilities. Now, we do require freshmen to live on campus. You have 2 housing options, university housing and private certified housing. We see 75% of our freshmen choose to live in university housing. The other 25% will live in private certified housing, which are facilities located here on campus. It's just that they're certified as acceptable housing for students to live in, but privately owned. So that's going to be the difference between the two. This is my last slide, and I know I have to wrap up here. We want to talk to you about ILLINI Success. The link is right there at the screen. This has all of our graduation reports, so you can see by college and by major where students are employed, the average salary, or maybe you're going on to graduate school. 93% of our students will have a post-secondary destination, whether full-time job or graduate school, within 6 months of graduating. So you can see all that data there. That's it. We made it through. Thank you very much for listening.
Okay, thank you so much, Illinois. And our next presenter is Wentworth Institute of Technology. Okay, can you?
Yep, can you guys see my screen? Awesome. Hi everyone, my name is Margot. I'm an admission counselor at Wentworth Institute of Technology. Our campus stretches over around 31 acres at the very hub of Boston. We are a campus in a city with a quad and trees and an outdoor place for our students to hang. Our buildings are adjacent to each other, so there's no need for shuttles around the campus. It's all very walkable. Fenway Park is less than a mile away, and the Prudential Center is also right down the street from us. We're surrounded by multiple museums, including the Museum of Fine Arts across the street. We're between 2 MBAT stops on both the Green Line and the Orange Line, which makes the city really accessible for our students, and it's really easy to navigate. In addition to a variety of day, evening, and weekend programs, events held on Wentworth's campus, We partner with 4 other local institutions in a consortium called the Colleges of Fenway to provide more unique opportunity. The Colleges of Fenway is made up of Wentworth, Emmanuel, Simmons, Mass College of Pharmacy, and Mass College of Art. Not only can the students cross-register at the and use the facilities at the other school for free as part of their Wentworth tuition, the COF also hosts its own leagues of clubs, intramural sports, and programming. Wentworth has grown into a nationally ranked university that specializes in degree programs such as engineering, computer science, design, management, and sciences. You can see a list of all of 19 of our current majors listed here. You do have to pick a major when you are applying to Wentworth. With an average class size of 19, our students across all of our majors are able to make strong connections with our faculty. So I think what makes Wentworth unique is our co-op program. Really makes an excellent return on your investment. We've created a center of learning that connects you with the professional world on day one and throughout your entire time at Wentworth. A co-op is similar to an internship, except it's full-time and it's always paid. The co-ops can be done from anywhere. A lot of our students choose to stay right in Boston, while some go back to their home states or choose to explore a new state. We have a dedicated team of co-op advisors who walk our students through the process and connect them with resources like resume review, on-campus interviews, and co-op fairs. On this slide, you can see just a small sampling of where our students end up and do their co-op semester. Because our students are graduating with almost a whole year of co-op experience, our students are finding jobs fairly easily. 97% of our students accept a job or enroll in a graduate degree program within 6 months of graduation. The median starting salary for our students is $64,000. Now, what are the application requirements? It's pretty simple. Wentworth has its own application, but we're also on the co-op. We also are on the Common App. We require a personal statement, just 1 letter of recommendation, official high school transcripts, and a $50 application fee. Wentworth is test optional. The decision to submit test scores is up to you to make. Admissions will only use the test scores if it will help your chance at being admitted. Wentworth operates on a rolling admission schedule, which means our applications are submitted. We will review them and send our decisions back. On average, this process takes around 3 to 5 weeks once we have all your material. So the approximate cost of Wentworth for the 2020-2021 academic year is around $51,000. This breaks down to around $36,000 for tuition and an average room and board of $15,000. All of our students will automatically get a merit-based scholarship. This is not anything separate that they need to apply for. So with their accept letter, they'll get some sort of merit-based scholarship. And then on top of that, students will qualify. This is separate from the FAFSA, which is federally based financial aid that they'll qualify for with submitting their FAFSA form. So the merit base is solely based on their academics and everything that they apply to Wentworth with. So this is the contact information for the Wentworth admissions if you guys have any further questions.
Okay, thank you so much, Wentworth. All right, and just in the nick of time, Florida Poly, you are up. Can you hear me and see me, Florida Poly?
I can. Thank you so
Great.
much.
Awesome.
Thank you everyone for being here today, and I'm so sorry for changing up the schedule on you. But my name is Carla. I'm with Florida Polytechnic University. I actually am the admissions counselor that works with students from South Florida directly, so feel free to save my contact information. But Florida Polytechnic University is a state university similar to UF, FSU, UCF. We're part of the university state system in Florida. For those students that came in fall 2020 to the university, the SAT average was about a 1330, ACT was about a 30, and the GPA was around a 4.43. We are very different from our sister universities. So we don't have 30,000 students, 60,000 students. We have a little over 1,400 students in total. So that really allows our students to have smaller class sizes, especially since you are going into that STEM career in those STEM fields. We just want to make sure that you have those fundamental topics ingrained in your mind. So all of those classes like calculus, physics that you're going to be taking, you're going to be taking them in a smaller class setting. Our average class is around 21 students per class, and we do have about a 15-to-1 student to faculty ratio. Once again, that personal connection with the professor is truly valued at Florida Poly, so you're going to be working alongside your professors. You're actually also going to be working on projects throughout your 4 years at the university. So you're going to be getting that hands-on learning. And at the very end of the semester, most of those classes actually host expos. So that allows you to not only present to your peers, but it also allows your professors to ask you questions about your projects. And we also invite our industry partners to ask you questions. And those are the future employers that you are interested in. We do have different labs on campus. A lot of them are specialized labs. So we have our Makerspace lab. We actually have the largest collection of MakerBot 3D printers in the entire US, which we are very excited about. So all of those labs, you get to experience that since your freshman year. As far as our curriculum, all of our programs are in STEM. So everything as far as majors and concentrations are in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. We do have our computer science program that is our most popular program, and that is mainly because our students are very attracted to our game development and simulation concentration. So we do have about 40% of our students in computer science, but mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, computer engineering also are very popular at the university. What's so nice about the curriculum is that you actually get to work on classes in your major the first year instead of waiting until you have all of your general education courses. So you're going to be taking those intro-level courses like Introduction to Programming, Introduction to Engineering and Design, your first year on campus. We do require an internship, so all of our students have to have an internship before they can graduate from the university. You have to work at least 100 hours with a company, and a lot of the students tend to get their internships with the companies that you see on your slide right now. We do work with over 100 different partners, and they usually come on campus and host interviews for our students. We do have our Academic Success Center that will help you land those internships. So for example, if you've never had a job before and you need help with your resume, or if you are having an interview coming up and you want to practice that interview, you can sign up for a mock interview with our academic success coaches. There are a lot of things to do on campus as well as off campus since we're so close to Tampa and Orlando, but we have over 40 different clubs that you can be a part of. Our robotics club is very popular on campus. We actually do our VEX robotics. We do have our esports as well, so if you're interested in esports, make sure that you be on the lookout for our upcoming scholarships. And we also have other more academic clubs like physics clubs, environmental club, math club, but we do have more of the laid back clubs like hammocking club, longboarding club, so there's always something to do on campus. This is a layout of our university. So we do have our main academic building, which is off to the left-hand side. And then off to the right-hand side, you're also going to see our ARC building, or Applied Research Center, which is under construction. But this is just a rendering of what it's going to look like. We do expect that to be done in this upcoming fall semester. So for all of you seniors, by the time that you start at the university, you'll be able to experience this building. But this is going to be an 85,000 square foot building, very similar to our IST building that we have right now. We're going to have our entrepreneurship center here, so our students that have already created their startup companies are going to have more space to be able to grow them. We do have housing on campus. So for those students that are wanting to live on campus, we do have 2 buildings on campus for housing. The setup is a little bit different for freshmen versus upperclassmen. So upperclassmen get to have their own room. Freshman building, you actually get to share that room with somebody else. Very luxurious. But for the other buildings on campus, we do have our Student Development Center. That is usually where our gym is, our intramural sports are. Financial aid, we have the lowest tuition in the state of Florida when it comes to state universities. So a full year is about $17,000. There are different options that you can look into for financial aid. Florida Bright Futures, FAFSA, Florida Prepaid, and we do have our own Florida Poly scholarships. As far as the application process, very straightforward. You do the online application or the common application, the SSAR, SAT, and ACT. At least one on file is required. And then we do have that option to submit up to 3 different letters of recommendations. But make sure that you submit everything by November 1st. We are taking test scores until January 15th. That is pretty much it. Let me know if you do have any questions. Always feel free to reach out.
Okay. Thank you so much, Florida Poly. All right, so I think we got everything in. Students, thank you so much for being here. We do have a few minutes for questions. So students, if you guys have questions, you can put them in the chat or the Q&A rather. And reps, are you guys seeing questions on your end? I'm not seeing any by chance. No? Oh my goodness. Okay, we have about 30 students. So students know, okay, I see one. All right, so what do we have? Can you guys see this? Question for Purdue, what's the average merit scholarship given to students?
So the 2 merit scholarships we offer are called the trustees and presidential. And so for out-of-state students, the presidential would be $10,000 would be the top amount, and then the trustees would be $16,000 for out-of-state, and that's per year.
Okay, great. And we have another one in terms of asking what is Rochester's architecture program like?
So we currently are putting together an undergrad program for architecture, but we do have a master's degree in architecture. So a lot of students come to RIT for right now for undergraduate, either in industrial design or civil engineering, and then add on the architecture master's degree in 1 extra year.
Okay, great. Okay, and then we have a third one. Oh, we had one, I just missed it. Okay, it was there and now it's gone. I don't know what happened.
I believe that means it was answered, I think, for Embry-Riddle, right?
Yeah, yes, it was answered.
Okay, you're quick on the draw. Thank you so much.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, any other questions? We've got about 2 or 3 more minutes before we wrap up. I had just a general question for the colleges with about 3 minutes left, and that is, because you're all engineering schools, what would say like a typical freshman schedule look like? So I'm assuming calculus and what else? So anyone want to take a stab at that?
Calculus and physics for our students. Day 1, they're already hitting the ground running in their majors with us. They'll be taking like engineering-based calculus and physics-based calculus. So day 1, they're already jumping into their major at Wentworth. Okay. A lot of hands-on, a lot of project-based learning.
Okay.
So for Purdue's first-year engineering program, they take the typical classes, but then they're also taking an introductory engineering course both semesters called Ideas to Innovation, where they are doing hands-on projects, but then they also are able to learn about all the different engineering disciplines to help them decide the major that they want to go into.
Great. Okay.
Very similar to Embry-Riddle, we do the same with, I'm sorry, very similar to Embry-Riddle, but we also have students that take placement tests before they start. And one of the placement tests is to put them into a graphic, like a simulation 3D modeling class, which they also will take their first year, as well as computer programming for engineers that they take either their first or second semester.
Okay, great. All right. And we have time to address one more question in the chat room. It says, will senior grades be reviewed for early action admissions, like Q1? Will anyone be looking at Q1 grades?
Illinois will not. So it's everything through your junior year and then looking at what is in progress senior year.
Okay, great. All right, well, I'm very aware of the time. Colleges, I want to thank you so much for taking time out of your day to speak with our students. Students, we hope that you are walking away with some more information about these 6th grade schools. And students, we will see you in just a couple of, or about 15 minutes in your next session. Okay, thank you so much, colleges.
Thanks, guys.
All right, take care.
Thank you so much. Thank you, students, for coming.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay, all right. We got through it.
Yeah, I thought that was great. I know there's still some students leaving,
Yeah.
but no, that went very well.
Yeah. Okay, so I see the end button here at the bottom right, but I am assuming that's the one I hit.
I think that's, yeah, once all the reps are set and the questions we could answer, I think that's it. And then we'll jump on the next one.
Okay, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and end it. I'll see you on the next one.
All right, yeah, Eric, great job. Just let me know, like, do you want me to jump in more? Like, did you feel okay?
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Well, you did a perfect job. So.
Okay, thanks. We'll see you on the other one.
Okay, I'll see you in a few.
Bye.